Hey, what's up, guys? Intuitive 717 here. I'm back with another reading. We're going to dive into a message for the Divine Masculine Collective, okay? Because the energy I'm picking up on, it feels tense, restless. Some of them could be really tired, okay? I feel like his love for you is really deepening, and it's happening too quickly. So they could feel just really overwhelmed right now. That's what I'm picking up on. So I'm going to dive into some of the Romance Angel Oracle cards, and we'll start there, okay? We'll start with what kind of things are developing within their feelings for you that is making them feel a lot of this tense energy, this restlessness. What's happening in their heart space for you? So we have separation and we have true love, okay? So this is the romance of a lifetime. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, okay? So sudden epiphany is what I'm hearing, okay? And the sudden epiphany is happening with the true love card. So I do feel like a lot of your divine masculines could be just having that awakening. For many of you, it could be like, wow, holy shit, it's time. Like, it's time they feel a glimpse of what this journey is like. And the separation card tells me that this true love epiphany is happening at a time where you guys are in separation, or you know that you have to go through a separation, but it's happening at a time where they know that the love that they feel for you, it is like, I'm seeing 333. Many of you could be seeing like a lot of threes everywhere, and what it represents is like the unity, right? It's being in a connection with someone where you feel connected to them, body, mind, and soul. So it's really, really, really difficult to replace that. Speaking of that tense energy, let's see what is behind the separation here. What are they going through in this time and space alone? So I feel like they want to make an offer towards you, but the tense, maybe kind of restless feeling is coming from the separation. So only they know why they have to stay separated from you or keep you at a distance, or they can't fully make this offer to you. Only they know why. Can we shed some light on that why? So we have comfort zone and clinging south node, okay? So usually I feel like south node kind of represents things that are normally placed upon our path. And what I feel your divine masculines could be challenging is like purpose versus like, this is just what you've been given, roll with it. They want to break away from just what life has given them, and they want to like change something. Like, they want to walk away and create life themselves. You could be inspiring this change as well with this true love feeling. Many of you at this time, I feel like a lot of your divine masculines could just feel really tired off of it feels like energetically trying to make you wait on them, okay? There's a feeling of like tenseness that this connection is going to fall through or slip through their fingers, but that's because I feel like they're just stepping on to the journey. They don't know just yet that the connection is like there's no separation, like there's no true separation, okay? So many of them are having a really hard time, I feel, with what do I do with this time apart from you, because the worst is happening in my mind. I feel so chaotic in my mind. So a lot of them are really having to make some kind of shift or change, like walk away from some kind of comfort zone that they are in, because I feel like energetically, divine feminines, you've left that place. You've left that chapter of your life that says that you live life for other people. Like right now, you are prioritizing yourself and your own life, and it really is it really is what makes them want to make this offer towards you, because I don't know, like I'm getting this feeling of like, I don't want this old life. I don't want this old version of me. But by not wanting this old version of me, there's a whole bunch of people, places, things that I would have to shed or get rid of. So that's the path that they're currently on. And I know that the divine feminines know what that's like, because many of us went through like our awakening epiphany, where it might have been like something blowing up in our faces, where we really had to stand up and fight, right? Like, excuse me? I was trying to mind my own business here, and you want to bring the smoke? Well, let me give you some fire. So many of you, because you chose to go through that fire and that smoke and essentially choosing war on your spiritual journey, that is why you are where you are today. And I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are looking at you like, holy shit, how do I get there, and how do I get there quick? Okay, because like their feelings for you are deepening, but at the same time it feels like you're kind of way ahead on the journey here. And they're getting nervous because it's like they want to ask you to slow down, but they can't. They know it's selfish of them to ask you to wait. I think that's a card I have in this deck here. If they could say something to you right now, what would they say to you? Okay, I'm going to cut the deck in half and we'll just get one card. Ooh, that's a blank card. Sorry. Is this a blank one too? No. Okay, so divine masculine, hidden feelings. What's the clarity around that? Blank card. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, I hope I did not flash that. That was not supposed to be in here. I mean, that could very well be where their mind is, but that's not where we're going with this reading, okay? What are their hidden feelings? I mean, probably because we pulled hidden feelings. Okay, so lately I can't sleep because I feel like you're not okay. I have a lot of these moments. Okay, they could be projecting as well. The thing about this is that they want to come to you. Like the offer is like, I want to know that you're here. I want to know that you're still here is what I'm getting, because separation is hitting them really, really hard. Like many of them are suffering with like not being able to sleep. And it's like the thing too I'm getting with the no sleep is that they don't know how to differentiate between, are these my feelings or are these your feelings? Because they're struggling to believe that they're worthy of you, that you really do love them. And it's hard to believe now because they're having that twin flame epiphany feeling hit them at a time where it's like a lot of chaos happening. They're literally having to feel really ostracized from the life that they chose for themselves and realize that it's like now is party time. Okay, now is about making those major moves right here, baby. And that's the thing too, divine feminine, is like I really do feel like many of you have your divine masculines watching you really closely at this time because they're really struggling with clinging to their comfort zone at this time. Like a lot of you know what it was like to be in this place of feeling the twin flame journey and then knowing that it's like, shit, something's got to change here because like I know what I'm experiencing here is real, but I also know that it's making me want to shift. It's making me want to do something like risky. Like a lot of you changed, but what I feel like is happening with your divine masculine is they could be like resisting that change because it takes so much freaking courage to step up on this journey. I think like sometimes that call to authenticity, it's really, really difficult to answer. Like it's really triggering as well for people to hear someone say like, like authenticity is like important or it's a thing. It's like, oh, nobody's really truly authentic, It's like, no, I have no problem being fully, truly authentic. I have no problem hurting your feelings. I have no problem speaking my mind. That's what many of you did on your journey, divine feminines. And I feel like a lot of your divine masculines, they feel really stuck, clinging, because they know that a lot of the spiritual work that they have to do right now, it really does involve maybe hurting other people's feelings, making other people feel uncomfortable, including themselves. It's like they want to be with you, but in order to be with you, there's so much friggin' shit to do. Sorry to, I don't know, maybe I guess be so blunt about it, but that's what I'm getting. What is so much to do? Okay, assistance, spirit guides. I feel like there is a lot to do. Maybe they need to call on their spirit guides for assistance because they need to know that they're not alone. Okay, so we have breakthrough epiphany. I think that represents like the twin flame epiphany as well that's happening. It's like they know who you are. That's why offer's coming up. But how can they make this offer to you? This whole time that you were there in their face, in their space, they took you for granted. They could have made this offer. Now it's like everything is in hindsight. Even if they did make this grand gesture here, there's still so much on their plate that they would really have to deal with. This is like a way of making you selfishly wait or stay or remain stagnant. But, a lot of you in the divine feminine energy, you know that you can't. This is a path that many of your divine masculines may have to go through. A lot of the tenseness, these deep feelings for you mixed in with like the restlessness, it's all coming from like ascension as well. Okay, I feel like somebody wants to puke because they know that they've got to make some major changes that will involve them going through like the dark night of the soul, for example. They're desperately seeking for information as well on how to explain a lot of this anxiety that they're feeling. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with like, okay, this is what it is. With rejection, loss, and fragmented, this is what I feel like a lot of your divine masculines could be struggling with. They see you, and you're just not afraid to be alone. You're not afraid to tell people as it is. You're like, you really don't care about validation from anybody divine feminine, okay? You're really just walking your path. It's very, very triggering for a lot of your divine masculines to see you as the feminine doing this, because now they're up to bat. It's their turn now. But this is really difficult. Like, this means, like, this energy here, what's going on here, the no sleep, the loss of sleep, it really does represent, like, having to have those tough conversations, like reshape relationships. Many of them have been avoiding having, like, tough conversations with, like, parents, for example, like, having your parents, for example, like, learn certain boundaries in your life as their child, for example. Like if you're a grown adult child, maybe your parents don't know that there's certain things that they may not be able to have an input in, that they're going to have to draw this boundary right here and then. I feel like being afraid to speak your mind now with certain friends, it's like many of your masculines are feeling really uncomfortable sometimes having conversations and just going along with what other people are saying. And another thing too I'm getting with the divine masculines is like a lot of them get really triggered by your elevation, divine feminine, and it's this whole lone wolf energy that is helping you to elevate, but they're so afraid to go into that lone wolf energy. And many of them know that some of the things that are holding them back is like the crew that they're rolling with aren't even elevating themselves. That's why many of your masculines are being sucked dry of a lot of their motivation. They don't know what direction to go in terms of like following their dreams. Many of them feel like they need some kind of like entourage or crew around them, but these people don't add value to their lives in any way. And what they're actually doing is like they're fearing this rejection, going into this place of like rejection, loss, feeling fragmented, like what do I do? What do I do? Until you realize like, wait a second, solitude is actually very helpful because you don't need an entourage when you have you and your higher self. That's literally all the entourage you need, right? Your connection to God source, your higher self, and you. That is really all the entourage that you need. But in order to get there, you have to enter the path of solitude, smallening your circle. Smallening, I don't even know if that's a word, but just kind of trimming down your circle and really being focused on spending time with people who are headed in the same direction as you. Okay, so I feel like because of all these deep feelings for you, a lot of hidden stuff is coming up for many of the divine masculines, like a lot of changes and shifts that they're going through because of this journey. Okay, I'm going to end it off by pulling a few initials, and this is going to be, I know I normally say this could be your initials, but I'm going to directly say that these are your divine masculines' initials, okay? I believe that's the letter I. This could be their last name or their first name. S. We have the letter P, A, and M. So that could be really significant in terms of like your divine masculine wants to let you know like they are experiencing these shifts, these epiphanies, these breakthroughs. If you went through ascension, they're going through ascension as well. Okay, and I feel like they're at a place now where many of you can feel what it's like to be here, right? Being afraid of like speaking up or speaking your mind, but then having the universe really test you. Okay, many of your masculines, they really do admire like your strength, divine feminine. That's one thing I want to make very clear in this reading here, is like they really admire your strength. Like, how the hell did you get through some of these things that they're up against right now? Because I think like some of the things that the masculine collective hides well is that being ostracized from the group, being exiled, I mean, really and truly by human nature, it's one of like the worst things you could experience, right? Being exiled, having to go off and do things alone. oh no, oh my goodness, you need a community. How are you ever going to survive? Right? But then they see you doing it and they see you thriving at the same time. So that's why I feel like a lot of these strong epiphanies are coming through. It's like the thing I feel happening with the masculines, and I'm going to cut this deck in half actually. Let's pull one card. How do they feel with these epiphanies towards you? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Like, what I'm getting is, like, as they have these epiphanies, they're getting glimpses of some of the things that you've also gone through, and they're looking at the way that you live your life now. And I'm seeing that, like, it's only you. And I don't know why I'm getting that, but with getting to know each other, I feel like somebody's willing to eliminate their entourage and only spend time with you. You're all the entourage they need at this point, because that's it. Like, they're getting like these clear messages about, like, be careful who you surround yourself with. Like, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to go? This could be the assistance that they're getting from their spirit guides as well, which is causing a lot of these epiphanies and breakthroughs for them, right? So I feel like that's why their feelings for you are just like, oh, I want to reach out, or I want to communicate, or I want to end separation, because everything that I'm going through right now, you know, I want to be able to handle it in the way that you've handled it, Divine Feminine. So, whew, yeah, that's what I have for you guys for this one. If you would like a personal reading, hit me up, guys. I have my links in the bio section. I'm available on Hipsy.com as well as Wizio. And if you guys do like the sensual readings, be sure to check out the sensual little library I have going, okay? Join the channel, become a member. I'd love to have you guys there. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next reading. Take it easy, guys. Bye.